Morning everybody. So I'm going to try this knitting loom to make a hat. This is a child baby size hoop, I believe. I've got some super duper chunky yarn. Claire, I know you like a yarn bargain. This was off Vinted, so I've no idea where it's from, but it is nice and chunky and it's variegated, which I love. And Joe, you asked me to do a tutorial, and I just thought it would be a bit funny to just the second I get it out the packet, give it a go. So let's give it a go. I've watched a couple YouTubes, so hopefully we can sort this out. So I've got my funny little hook. So first thing I'm going to do is make a slip knot. So to do this, there's many different ways, but for me, I loop it over my finger like this, take the inner one over the top so that they cross, then do that again and slip it off my finger, and this makes a slip knot. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you put the slip knot on this little doohickey here like this, and that holds your work, and then you loop your yarn around each of these pins until you've gone all the way around. So I will fast forward this because that's a bit boring and meet you back at the other side. Right, so we're back to the beginning. Then you push these ones down, and then you do that again, so you make a second round all the way around. So I will do that and see you back at the beginning. Perfect. So we've got 2 rounds on each pin, and then what you do is you take your hook and you move the outer round, the bottom round goes over the top round, and you do that all the way around. I think I've done these too tight, they're really stiff. I'll do the next round a bit looser. So again, I'll come back once I've gone all the way round and see you in a minute. So I'm just coming to the end of the first round, and I thought it would be important to show you. So these loops, when you're doing them, you loop it so the single loop is on the outside, the side you can see, and then like the crossed bit is on the inside, so that when you're going over, you're just going over one thread. I hope that makes sense. So that is round 1 complete. So then you move them all back down, and then you create the next row by looping your thread all the way around again and going again. So loop round, loop round, loop round. See how I'm just getting, you can just see one loop on the outside. So you loop from the inside coming out all the way around. Anybody wants to recommend a good series for me to binge watch, I would be appreciative. I am rapidly eating my way through Grey's Anatomy for the second time. I've recently rewatched Vampire Diaries, I've watched House, I've watched Call the Midwife, I've watched all the Vampire Diaries spin-offs, I've watched all the Grey's Anatomy spin-offs, I have watched Nashville 911, I've done Bridgerton, obviously, I've watched Virgin River, and I have watched Poldark. So if anyone's got anything along those kind of just easy background, nothing much going on, that I don't have to sort of concentrate on, let me know, because I sit here with it on in the background just for company really. Most of the time I can't tell you what the characters are called, then I can vaguely tell you what's going on. Oh, my pin fell out. But it's just so that I don't sit here just listening to this one snore. Oh, he stopped. So, I'm gonna go ahead with round 2 and probably then just continue, and I will come back when I'm starting to see something that's resembling some kind of hat and give you an update, and then once we've got our hat I will show you how to finish it. Alright, so I shall see you soon. Right, okay, so we're as long as we're going to be, and we've got one loop all the way around, so we're going to take a nice long tail to finish off this hat, and we're going to get an embroidery needle, one with a big eye. Thread it through, then starting at the first loop you take it off and you thread your needle through, and you do this all the way around, so pop it off, thread the needle through, pop it off, thread the needle through. And I'll see you back once we've done all of them. So now we're going to tighten this up by pulling your thread. It's nice and tight. I'm going to turn it inside out and feed your needle through the hole, or right side in. Then you're going to pass your needle through each of these loops that you've made. I maybe didn't pick the best colour yarn for showing you guys this, but you go through all your little loopy doops. Your hat. If you're going to put a bobble on it, you can put a bobble on it now. You can sew that on. I don't think I'm going to put a bobble on. This is such a cute little baby hat. Okay, so that's nice and tight. So then we put the needle back through that centre hole if you can find it. Until you work inside out again. I want mine to be super secure, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed through the loops on this side, because I'm not putting a pom-pom on this hat. Just feed it back through these loops as well. Just secure it by making a knot with the working yarn. So literally just thread it through itself. Do that a couple of times. So, and then we're just going to weave in this end a bit. So let's make this short. It's way too long. To locking in your ends so that they don't come out again is to feed them back. So you go one way and then skip a thread and you go back the other way, and this makes it really, really nice and secure. Again, I've got plenty of yarn here, so I'm just going to go back and forth a couple of times. Each time I go back and forth, I'm dropping a stitch so that it's nice and secure. Lovely. Tie that end. Let's weave in this end at the bottom, pulling that knot nice and tight so it's nice and solid. That extra bit, put it in the bin. Put everything away, keep the workspace nice and tidy. And there we have a little hat for a little bubba. Loom hat tutorial, having never done one before, start to finish. Probably took about 25 minutes. Easy peasy. Hope you enjoyed it.